Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. And as you can see, I am at it once again. I'm doing the thing. I think today is going to be it, but I don't think I already took off. I'm taking off today so I can get a lot accomplished in this house. As you guys can see, I am painting, and I'm painting by myself. Why? Because I'm the only person I trust to paint. Don't know if y'all can see me or not. Hopefully you can. If not, then hopefully you can hear me well enough to know what's going on. So I really didn't have a topic today, but since we've had so many negative lives, I just wanted to come in and do a positive live and just spread some love around. And I've been here, I've probably been here since about 5:36. So I've already painted the kitchen, the laundry room, and a hallway. So I'm going to do this room, and I'm going to do this hallway out here. Then, depending on what time it is and how I'm feeling, I'm going to take the rest of the day off and either take my wife out on the boat, or we're going to go to the beach. But we're going to spend a little time together today, simply because we have not done anything like that in a minute. So I was like, you're off Friday, I'm going to take off Friday. I'm going to go in early to my job site so I can get some things done. And then, you know, just do us for a minute. And one thing I've learned, or learning, is that you gotta have somebody that truly has your back all the time, you know? And that's one thing I can say about Jennifer. Jennifer always got my back no matter what. This is 11 years, and that girl has held me down when I didn't have nothing. So, of course I'm gonna be loyal to that baby. So let's see what y'all are talking about. Good morning, Jean. Let's see who's out here. Good morning, Tara's on the number one. Labor Day weekend, it sure is, and I'm off Monday, so took off today. I'm only going to do a little bit this morning. Well, a little bit as far as hours. That's why I got up really early. And I actually contacted Intruder. I was like, hey, I got some work for you to do if you want to do it. So I'm going to give him one more chance, y'all. So another painting tip, I know I'm always teaching and training. So if you are painting and if you have holes in your walls, which most people do, or most people will encounter holes, if you take a thick amount of paint and just go back and forth over that hole, it'll bless you real good, okay? That way you don't have to patch, especially if they're pinholes. That way you don't have to patch a bunch of holes and all that kind of stuff. And since I'm going to rehang that, I'm going to make sure I get this paint off of this door, because I don't want to have to paint this door. Yeah, I hit it pretty good too. I hit it really well. Good morning, Auburn. Watchman. And the reason I need Intruder here is so he can move all this stuff out of here, because I don't want to do it myself. And always have you a rag. I got a rag, but it's in the next room. I just need to go over there and get it real quick, which I will. Another reason why I like to wear gloves, because then I can get the paint on my gloves instead of on myself. Good morning, Tasha. T-Baby. I think I saw Full of Hope in a chat last night. I didn't say still. Oh, if it was Full of Hope, then she went. You know, she's on her. She's back in her old channel, which is good. We are tilling the ground and playing the fall garden this weekend. Can't wait. I'd rather have holes in my walls than in my head. We're going into the dreaded, feared 2020 fall election season. Not looking forward to it. That's why I feel such urgency to plant as much as possible. I think that's wise. Yeah, I believe that's wise. Yeah, I miss Full of Hope, you know, and hopefully she'll come back. Hopefully she'll accept my apologies. I didn't want to email her and be like, I apologize, Baba. That's why I did everything publicly. That's why, I always do anything that happens on this channel is always gonna be public. If it happens public, I'm gonna make it right public. But yeah, we miss Full of Hope. Y'all know I always miss people that are important. Those trolls don't mean nothing. It's the people that come in and you make connections with that are important. So Full of Hope, if you're watching, which I know you probably are, come on back home. Let's make amends. Let's be family again. I've already planted carrots, beets, radishes, green onions in 2 25-gallon containers. Radishes and a few beets have sprouted. Email her too. Okay, I'll email her. I am planting lettuce, spinach, and we'll see what else. That's why I feel so okay. Sounds good. What's your current thinking about purchasing land? Are you feeling a renewed sense of urgency? Me personally, no, not really. I'm feeling a sense of urgency right now with the market because I'm in the market. I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen today. I'm hoping that we get a pop to the upside, but more than likely it's going to continue down. I hope I'm wrong because I'm really heavy on the upside right now. Bitcoin took a dump also, so I didn't wait to verify the pullback before I got back in, and I saw that it was going to hit the high for the third time. So what I did the other day, I pulled the money out, and I was absolutely right on that. The only thing about it, when it fell, it hit a support. And it kept going, and I thought at a previous support, and I should have waited for a confirmation. So I'm not gonna say I'm nervous because with my investments, I only invest what I can afford to lose. So sense of urgency for land, not really. I mean, I want land, but I'm not gonna sink the boat and make a bad financial decision right now because I feel everything is going to eventually go down. That's just the way I feel. Now I could be wrong. I could be absolutely wrong. And if I am, then hey, I live like this too. You can't miss what you didn't have. And I try not to stress about a whole bunch of stuff. Notice this. I don't know if this will be worth anything. What y'all think? I'll put it to the side instead of getting paint all over it. Hey, Truth Warrior, how are you? I want some land too. I really do. I'm just not gonna sink the boat right now. Yep. So, I noticed ants near my potatoes. I have to fix that. We're still Full of Hope. Full of Hope left us because I said something that offended her greatly the other day. I was doing a rant the other day, and I had, previously told you guys it was going to be a rant. And she was like, take a breath. And as I was getting off, I read it again because it, kind of set me off a little bit. And I was like, take a goddamn full of breath. Take a goddamn breath. And she said I ridiculed and everything, which I didn't mean it that way. But I see how she can take it that way, and she decided to leave the channel, which is her prerogative, and we miss you full of hope. So that's the way that went down. I apologize several times live. I didn't respond to her email. I don't really operate like that. I'm not gonna go back and forth, with email, and and then something else get misconstrued and all that kind of stuff. I'd much rather just say it. And I put on my big boy pants every day. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But when I'm right, I sure let you know that too. So that's what's going on with Full of Hope. Yeah. I don't want to flash y'all. I was doing this one day and Jennifer was like, "You're showing everybody your stomach." I'm like, "No, it's too big right now. I don't want to show you my stomach now." A year ago when I had my six-pack, yeah, I didn't mind showing you my six-pack then. Really? Well, that's your prerogative. Bobby Brown said it best. It's your prerogative. You do what you want to do. Actually said it's my prerogative. You do what you want to do. And you guys got to understand, when we're live, we're human beings too. And if you say something that pisses us off, a lot of times, and I'm not a politician, I'm going to tell you, what I think about it right then and there. Most of the time, I try to be, cool, calm, and collected, but people have set me off on this channel. I am biased, but I suggest KY. It just depends on what you want and how much you can pay. Oh, Kentucky? Huh. Me and Jenna, we were talking about leaving the state of Virginia. And we had looked into, she keeps wanting to go to Oregon, but I'm like, we're not moving across the country. But we had actually talked about Tennessee. But we'll go visit before we purchase, of course. Cause see, what I want to do, I want to set up something for my kids are not into this lifestyle, so I would have to be really looking at something like what Tahanga is suggesting. We get together and do something together. Something like that. But it's so hard for me to, I don't mean any offense to this, but it's hard for me to trust people. As y'all can tell, I'm very, very giving. Y'all might not know that. And I'm learning now, you just can't give everything to everybody. Unfortunately. So this is like a bonus room at this house. And apparently it does not have air, because it's really hot out here. The rest of the house is air conditioned. It feels pretty good. And even though I was sweating like a runaway slave the other day, let me see here. It said that beginning you're human just like the rest of us. North Carolina might be good, maybe good. Yeah, we have looked into North Carolina. We have talked about Missouri and Montana. My mom was in Arkansas and I lived there a couple of years. I told them I work for my money. I don't get handouts of any kind. Well, what was the discussion about? And why would, if somebody doesn't know you, I don't understand how they would call you entitled. But then again, like I said, everything on this channel is for educational purposes only. It's for entertainment purposes only. Don't take anything you hear on this channel as gospel. Don't take anything you hear as this is what you should do. And please don't take anything I say personal. Because hell, I'm human. I make mistakes just like any and everybody else. Except I'm willing to admit. EXC, Roderick. Oh my God. I was looking up Bozeman yesterday. Housing is on the higher side. Not as much as I'm paying now, but more than I want to pay. Excuse me, I am stirring up a lot of dust in here. Hey, what's up, Kev H? How you doing, brother? Difficult trusting others too, unless I feel they are proven to me. Let's see here. Good morning, Rod. Hi, Tara. Hi, everybody. Stanley Donna, blah, 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 blah. Hey, Stanley. How are ya? Great seeing you guys. This person did not apologize, nor will they, I feel. Hey, well, you know. Like I said, I'm not so big that I'm not going to apologize when I offend somebody. You know, it's just like with me and the intruder. You know, I feel like the intruder owed me money from the last job. And I put him on blast on text message, and, you know, he called me out. And when I saw him, I said, you know what, you're absolutely right. When I see you, you know, we'll talk about it then. And that was the first thing I did when I saw him. I was like, hey, I apologize. I shouldn't have come at you that way. And even though I feel like still he wronged me, and even though I feel like, because a lot of times with me, it's best for us to be friends than for me to be right. I've just learned that. I'm old enough now that I'd rather have friends than to be right. And unfortunately, sometimes I rub people the wrong way with my personality or with my mouth. I mean, because you guys got to understand, I am, you know, a sailor. And there's a term that says curse like a sailor. They're not lying. Because we sailors can curse. And I can go. I try not to. I try to keep that, you know, that side of my language pent up, but then I catch myself sometimes like, golly, that stuff just be coming out. Ugh. Especially when I get upset. Now, when I get upset, oh goodness, it's like a whole other thing happening. That's like, dude, do you have any kind of home training? No. Turn warrior and done with it. People choose to be offended on or not. No one can offend anyone unless they choose to be. Now that's true. I don't know. There were mountains in. Didn't know there was mountains in Georgia? In Georgia, yeah. What is that? What is that? It's not Lookout Mountain. What is that mountain that's real famous in Georgia? I can't remember what the name of it is. But yeah, they have mountains in Georgia. They sure do. What I'm really thinking about doing, y'all, to be honest with you, I'm thinking about finding somebody and investing in a drive-in movie theater. I think those are going to come back, and I think they're going to come back with a storm. Well, they're already back. I just think I think somebody needs to put together something, and I'm sure somebody probably is right now, putting together some kind of place where they can do something like that. Man, can you imagine how cool that would be? Some people not worth associating with when you see their real side. Well, Maya Angelou says this: when somebody truly show you who they are, then believe them, you know? Believe them. I just hope that the people who have gotten offended, well, you know what? If I offended you on this channel, especially, you know, I know we lost a whole bunch of subscribers during the George Floyd thing that was going on. It wasn't even that one. It was the one that was in Georgia. Because I didn't really cover a whole bunch about George Floyd. But the shooting in Georgia, and I was right on with that. Not, you know, and it has proven that I was right. But you know, we lost several key figures on this channel that night. I'll never forget that night. Karen was pissed off that I would not agree with her, and I'm like, I'm not going to agree with you. You know, I'm giving you a perspective of a former police officer. You know, I was military police, but I'm still police, and from a black person's perspective. And those cops in that shooting in I think it was in Atlanta or wherever it was, they were totally out of line, you know, totally. And that night, I remember, I mean, ever since that night, the subscribers just started going down like crazy. Which, you know, hey, it is what it is, y'all. You can't make everybody, and that's another thing I had to realize on this channel. I can't make everybody happy, you know. So what I started doing, and it might be the wrong attitude, I just started making me happy. And by me being happy, guess what? You find happy folks. It just is what it is. I like drive-ins. Lookout Mountains in Tennessee, I believe, but you can see all 5 states from there. Really? That is neat. I didn't know that. That makes sense why they would call it Lookout Mountain. I didn't know that either. That's right. Kev H, if you do, it's because they allowed you to do it. Alright. You like drive-ins? Oh, I offended people all the time. I'm sure you do, Kev H. You offended me. Oh, you say things I don't agree with. I don't have to be offended unless I want to be. I agree. And that's another thing we all got to understand. We're all different. We have different backgrounds. I mean, it's just like my sister and I. My sister and I, totally different. I mean, grew up in the same household, same situation, same scenario. I'm 5 years older than she is. And I be doggone it. We are just two polar opposites. I'm an entrepreneur. That chick is going to school teaching till the day she die. She will never, unless something drastic happens, she will never have a business. But my niece, who's 13, 14 now, she just started her own baking company business. And from what I understand, this girl's making some dog. High Point, is that what it is? From what I understand, this girl is making some amazing pastries. And getting orders, got order what's it called? Order forms and everything. I was like, shoot, I can help that baby make some money. We need a website, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm saying all this stuff, and my sister's just laughing because she knows I was serious. You know, of course, I'm not going to charge my niece anything for the information and the knowledge I have. As a matter of fact, I would be willing to put up the money to, you know, make sure she had a website and it looked professional and she had a URL and all that kind of stuff. Look at what just happened to me, y'all. Look at that. How is that possible? Ha ha ha. I'm glad it didn't hit my mouth. Everybody has their own opinions. Yes, then that's true. And just because your opinion differs from mine doesn't mean I got to get upset with you for having your opinion. That is your opinion. Now, I may feel your opinion is wrong, and history may prove that your opinion is wrong. And even if my opinion is wrong according to history, guess what? It still was my opinion, and nobody can take it away from me. And I think that's one thing that we, especially as Americans, I think we are so self-centered here in this country that we forget that there's another world. You know, it's a whole other world. Hey, Mr. Stella, I was just talking about you yesterday, I think, because I was saying how much I missed you. People really get mad when I tell that Jesus was the world's first zombie. I never looked at it that way, but that's kind of funny. And that's another thing, you know, you gotta be a kind of person that can take a joke. You know, you got to be able to take a joke, even if it's about a touchy, sensitive subject. I mean, Jesus being the world's first zombie. I mean, if you look at it, what's the definition of a zombie? The Walking Dead. I mean, if you look at it and if you believe that story, then hey, that's just a modern way of saying what you feel. I mean, that's cool, because that's your opinion. I never looked at it that way, Kev H. Thank you for that. That was pretty doggone interesting. Now, and I can see how you're going to offend a whole bunch of people saying that. You're going to piss some doggone stone cold, hardcore Christians off saying that right there. You might as well be ready to get tarred and feathered by saying some stuff like that, brother. I almost dropped the S-bomb on you. Yep. So get ready, because it's coming. You're going to have some haters. But if it helps, I love it. Because I'm just not that sensitive anymore. I used to be sensitive like that, and I used to be like, oh my God, we're going to hell. You're going to hell for laughing at it. Now I'm like, hey, it is what it is, you know. I think it's, well, I was about to go into heaven and hell, but I think I'll keep that to myself. Ooh, this door needs to be fixed in the worst way, but guess who's not going to fix it? So I'm going to tell y'all something. I don't like working for cheap-ass owners. When I put in a bid and then, cause see, I know what I'm gonna do for your house just by being in your house. I'm gonna fix a whole bunch of extra stuff that I don't have to. That's not part of my contract. But if I, okay, unsubscribe. That felt a lot better than I thought. I hope you don't unsubscribe here. I know what you're saying. Dang, I forgot what I was about to say. Oh, when I put in a bid for a project at a house, I already know that I'm just by me by nature. I'm gonna fix a whole bunch of stuff in your house that I'm not required to or obligated to do. I put in a bid for this one, and he wanted a bunch of walls fixed and all this kind of stuff. And I always put my bids in where I can win. And then he wanted me to cut my bid by like $400 almost. So I'm like, sure. But guess what? When I do that, you don't get any extras. You don't get all you get is the job. That's it. You get no extras. So, unfortunately for him, he's not getting any extras. Come on, y'all. Good morning. Well, that's too bad because I am not at work today. No, sir. Yes, you have to wait. Oh, well. All right. Thank you, sir. You too. Thanks. Bye bye. And every time he got the phone, he calls me religiously, faithfully, always calling. But today I'm not at work, and I don't give a hot dog on hot mess. I don't give a hot mess who wants whatever they want today. I am not at work today. And the only reason I answered the phone so he wouldn't call me back. And then you know what he says? Instead of him saying, I'll go take care, you know what he says? Oh, I guess she's going to have to wait. I'm like, I guess she will. Because I'm not doing it. Gene W., did you have a different name before? Where someone spreads eternity is up to God, no one else? I think a lot of people would be really shocked by who gets in and who doesn't. I think you're right, brother. Matter of fact, I know you're right. Because the scripture says, if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly be? So, what is ungodly? It's up to every man's interpretation. Out of town, small, northeast Georgia. Or R. Oh, we had even looked into Georgia as well. I wouldn't mind living in Georgia. Georgia's a really nice place. I'm trying to move somewhere that doesn't have any state taxes. That's where I'm trying to go. But right now, Texas is out. My home state is out. For several reasons, but whatever. And I'm not trying to make a move that, cross country either. I'm trying to move, within 2 or 3 states. Anytime you move, it's always going to be stuff when you're moving. Then you got to realize, you got to understand and figure out. You don't know anybody, which I don't care about not knowing anybody because I can make friends. How to win friends and influence people. Good morning to you, Chocolate Beauty. How are you today? And I'm going to tell y'all this. And I really wish Full of Hope was here because this is such a positive live. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. I never would have thought in a million, billion, trillion years that I would be able to do something I love, which is beautify a house, be able to talk to people I love and care about, which are you guys, and make money doing both of them. Isn't that crazy? Do you see how blessed we are? We're living in an age now where you have more technology in the palm of your hand than the previous 700, 1,000, 5,000 years. Just in the palm of your hand. Right now, what you guys got in the palm of your hands, you have more technology than the previous, 5,000 years? A little busy? Okay. Red, you may be thinking of Stone Mountain. That's what I'm thinking about. Yep, Stone Mountain near Atlanta. That has a carving of front of Jefferson Davis, Robert in stone. But yep, that's exactly what I was thinking about. Now I've never been there. I don't know how big it is. That's exactly what I was thinking about. I'm almost done with this room too, by the way. I'll finish it up once we move all this other crap out of here. But I just can't paint in a bunch of clutter either. It's almost kind of like cooking in a dirty kitchen. I can't do that. I cannot cook in a dirty kitchen. That bothers the hell out of me. And it's hard as heck to paint in a junky room. So. But I do appreciate you guys. Lost my voice there for a minute. And I never, ever, ever, ever want you guys to feel like I'm taking advantage. And that's another thing that Full of Hope brought to my attention. She's like, well, you know, you're just trying to get your hours up. And in the beginning, yeah, that's why I used to do lives all the time. But now, I do lives because they're convenient. They're way more convenient than doing videos. I did a video, and plus I did a video today, and it didn't do well. You know, my lives tend to, but see, the algorithms on YouTube, they're a little different. Oh goodness, hey Kansas Terry, how are you? Let's see here. Not a huge mountain, climb stone mountain while pregnant. Before it's nice there though. Labor Day weekend, I don't make friends easily. I am so opinionated. Most people don't like me. My opinions are okay. Often different from there, they won't agree with them. Okay. You have to learn not talk politics with most people because the cities are and the towns, the countries are, and they are too serious about politics. That's true. Tell you, I really search for land, the right prices here. Going up higher. If I don't, I won't. Land prices are reasonable. I believe land prices are going to come down too. I believe land prices and house prices are going to come down. I could be wrong. But I look at it like this. When people don't have money to do things, then they have to start getting rid of things that they can't support. And I mean, like I said, I could be wrong. But I'm banking on it. I'm banking people are going to start letting stuff go for cheap. We shall see. Time will definitely tell. Time will most definitely tell. So, what are you guys doing today? Y'all see I'm working. What are you folks planning on doing? It's Labor Day weekend. Guess what I'm planning on doing all weekend? Laboring. I gotta get this money, y'all. I gotta get this currency. I gotta get this currency. I'm never gonna get anything done if I keep coming over here reading. People are buying land like crazy here. Land prices will only go down when there is a recession. I don't think I will change anyone's mind about politics, so I don't discuss it. Working today, okay. Yeah, I try to definitely stay away from politics and religion. Now notice I didn't say spirituality, I said religion. But you got a bunch of religious folks that try to spew what their religion teaches. And I believe that there's a difference. Especially, you guys might not know this, I am actually seminary trained. Not that it makes a hill of beans. It just means I got a piece of paper that says I have a bachelor's of theology. Which means I went and studied the Bible a little bit more than y'all probably did. And got a piece of paper to show for it. And that and my church job means what? Nothing. The one thing that I don't care what your faith is, I don't care what your creed is, I don't care what your color is, and I don't care what your nationality or political views are. If you don't have no money, you don't have no honey. If you don't have no finance, you have no romance. I learned that when I was selling vacuum cleaners. One of my mentors' name was Dave Fulmer. Fulmar. Old white guy. I mean, old, probably was 80 then. He died about a year and a half later after I met him. But he had such an impact on my life. And he told me, he said, Roderick, you're racist. I said, why would you say that? Which I already knew I was. I said, why would you say that? He said, because you can only sell to black people. I said, that's because that's the only people that like me. And at the time, honestly, that's what I thought. Because as a man thinketh, what is he? So is he. Since then I've changed. You know, we always got to be evolving as people. You know, you have to be. You have to evolve as a person. If you don't, then you're going to freaking have a rough life. Constantly, I think that's probably, if I could name the channel again, which who knows, maybe it'll change again. Be constantly evolving. Evolution. You know? Be constantly evolving. Because nothing ever, the universe at large around you is not staying the same. It's constantly moving. So why do you think you need to stay the same? If everything constantly around you is moving and you want to stay the same, you're going to have a rough life. I'm just telling you now. And I know I'm younger than most. Well, I ain't say I'm younger than most. I'm younger than some of you guys on here. But that's just from my experience, you know. You got to constantly be evolving. And I got some folks in my life that they need to evolve. They need to make some changes. And if they do, fine. And if they don't, still gonna love them. Because everybody deserves and needs love. Everybody needs love, y'all. I love you. Anybody ever watch wrestling? Paul Bearer used to say that. I love you. I used to be a big time wrestling fan when I was growing up. I didn't have a choice. But the folks that raised me, they were wrestling every Friday night at 11 p.m. And I would try to stay up, but I just couldn't most Fridays. And that was the only night they allowed us to stay up. Because we loved wrestling too. And most time I would fall asleep for the main event. And it was terrible. Are you at work, Roderick? Yes and no. I took off today so I could do this. Let's see here. My husband and I are super romantic with one another. Money and a house. This weekend I'm finishing up stuff at my house. Okay. All anybody wanted from me was performance, if you know what I mean. Okay. Coming from in-office procedure. I do not know what this weekend. Just glad to feel like myself again. All right, that's beautiful. Lots of countries are in depression. Happy married a poor man. So did Jennifer. Oh goodness, when I met Jennifer, I didn't have two nipples to rub together. I didn't have a popping piercing or one to throw it out of. I didn't have jack. All I had was my name. And it wasn't worth shit at the time. Matter of fact, it really wasn't worth nothing because my credit was shot too. When I met Jennifer, my credit was like 500. The other side, negative. Oh goodness. So yeah. I could try to straighten up things. 44, okay. Tara, you got a good one. Me too, 25 years, all right. Next Valentine's. I fell in love with my husband when he didn't have a dime to his name. Yep. Same thing with my name. And now that's about all I got is a dime. Oh goodness. But one thing we have learned is money doesn't do anything but just give you almost failed. It gives you a tool to use for good or for evil. If you're a good person and you come into some money, guess what? You're going to be a good person with some money. If you're a bad person, you come into some money, guess what you're going to be? You're going to be a bad person with some money. All money is a tool, y'all. That's all it is. Woo, it feels so much better in here. Jeez. All right, so I got to figure out how I'm going hook you guys up where y'all get a good vantage point. I'll put you here. Maybe you'll be able to see. Oh yeah, y'all will be able to see. I like to work with my fans too, because especially if I'm doing like a, let me show you guys something I did. You guys understand why I like using fans a little bit more often than most people. All right, so had to patch this over here. See all that? There's a huge hole, so I just knocked it all out, patched it, and I'll probably put some more mud on it today before I leave. Let it dry, and then I'll come in and sand that tomorrow. And then this one up here, same thing. It had a huge hole. Somebody had tried to patch it before, but it didn't look good. So I'll buzz the sand. I'll probably sand this today before I leave. And then y'all see this. I don't know if y'all can see the paint. It's got like ruffles or whatever in the paint. So I'll do that with a sponge once I get ready to put my final coat of mud on. Money is a tool. Yes, it is. Still full of hope. What about still full of hope? Seven children and 2 grandchildren. I heard that. What about vacuum carpet at this point? Oh my goodness, full of hope. Are you here? I've been talking about you all morning. Oh. Let's see here. Yes, great to see you. Good, you're back. For the whole computer crash. Welcome back. Full of hope. I've been apologizing to you for like 3 days. I am glad you're back. And I figured out how to unlock your original channel. So if you want to come in as full of hope or still full of hope, you have that option. Not what I do. Let's see here. Hi, you beautiful people. That's great news. Yes, it's Labor Day weekend in Ireland. You know, I learned. I don't want to get into anything controversial, but I did a whole study over the last couple of days of St. Patrick's Day. How it's celebrated, why it's celebrated, and all that kind of stuff. Man, oh man, that's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say about that. Interesting. All I can say is interesting, interesting, interesting. And I think once I get finished with this, I think I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to check my messages, see if Intruder is going to come and work. If Intruder's gonna come and work, I'm gonna leave a list of things for him to do. Let's see here. Y'all hold on a sec. All right, let me see here. Phone was dead this morning, but tomorrow sounds good. I'm working off the money, so decide that's what. Phone was dead this morning, but tomorrow sounds good, and I'm working off the money, so decide how that's gonna work. What time you gonna be here? Sounds good to me. Knock this out, and then I'm gonna leave. Y'all, I gotta use the bathroom. Oh my goodness, I didn't even have anything to drink this morning. Wow, why I have to go so much? So that's good news. I can get him to come in here and clean out this stuff. I probably got 2 days worth of work for him to do. So I get him to come in here and clean this stuff out of this front room, and then clean the stuff out the attic, and then he can clean the baseboards for me. If I can get him to come in and do that, then I should finish this project Monday. If not, I'm looking at probably Wednesday. So just by having an intruder come in and work with me a couple of days is gonna save me. I might even be done with this. I won't be done tomorrow. Well, I don't know. Depending on if I can come in here tomorrow, get him to do that, then I come back Sunday. Yeah, I definitely could be. I could be done Sunday, and then I can take a break Monday, which I desperately need. I've been burning the calendar like all ends here lately. Y'all know that. But yeah, that would work. That's gonna work right there. That's gonna work. And I kind of manipulated him a little bit because he know he owes me some money. So I was like, I got some work for you to do. I'll pay you at the end of the job. So what he said is he'll come to work and he'll come work off what he owes me, which I'm fine by that. That gets it gets the production done, and I don't have to worry about him. I don't have to worry about paying him, and he don't have to worry about paying me. Works for everybody. I'm easy, y'all. I am such an easy person to get along with. Until you cross me. When he crossed me last week, he found out I could be a B. But it's all good, We kissed and made it up and everything was all fine. All fine and hunky-dory. So I don't know if you saw this the other day or not, but I was messing around with the computer the other night, and I was actually trying to edit a video because I took your advice. Because you said some important things to me in that email, and I actually posted a video. And I'm gonna try to get to the point where I'm posting a video every week. And I probably need to go do some food crisis videos because I know that's important. I just don't like being in the grocery store doing that anymore. It used to be fun. Now I try to go into the grocery store and get the heck out of there. But I may need to go back to doing that because it's so important, so vital. What was my point of telling you this? What was the point I was going to make? I can't remember now. Oh well, when it comes back up, I'll say it. I can't see y'all's messages right now, but I'll get to them as soon as I only have a little bit more. I don't think I'm gonna paint this side over here and this side. I like this rustic look. It looks pretty good already. And what I'm looking at some what's this, paneling wall and a brick wall. I did the other wall. So I'm looking at paneling wall and a brick wall, and yeah, I think I'm gonna leave them the way they are because they look good the way they are. Now if my realtor comes in and she's like, hey, you didn't paint this, and she wants me to, then I'll go ahead and do it. Because I believe in customer service. I give people what they want, even though I'm opinionated and I have a different opinion about it. Hey, you don't want paying me, you know what I'm saying? I was talking about the video. So I posted a video and I was going in and I wasn't editing, I was optimizing the video. And I came across this part where I was like, monitors, what is this? Moderators. And then I saw this other section. I don't even remember what the title was. But full of hope, you were off in that section of blocked people, and that's why you couldn't. Check because that one day I had inadvertently blocked you, but I found so many people that had been blocked by moderators. I'm like, one thing I'm asking you guys, please don't block people unless they're just being a total butthole. Please don't block people because it's so hard to find that feature in YouTube. And even though I went in that one night and I looked purposely for that so I could unblock Full of Hope, I couldn't find it. And I found it the other night by accident. So everything that happens, happens for a reason, and you got to take it and turn it into a positive. So, the thing that happened between me and Full of Hope, if nothing else, it got her out of YouTube jail. And she brought on some good points about some of the things that I do and don't do on this channel that have caused me to do things better, So everything happens for a reason, and there's always a learning lesson in adversity. There's always something to learn. And that's all it is. And when you have a family and you have people that you love and you care about, everything ain't always be peaches and roses. Strawberry shortcake and ice cream. And even if it is always strawberry shortcake, peaches and cream and all that good stuff, sometimes that stuff goes bad and gets spoiled. And sometimes you just have a rough day. Alright. Not a mod, so this doesn't apply to me. You're not a mod Full of Truth. Well, a true warrior. I didn't know you wasn't a mod. I thought I had made everybody a mod. Let me see. Yes, harvest is religious Thanksgiving, but non-churchgoers do not do it. It's not a public holiday. Alright. I think every country has some form of harvest holiday by. Alright, who's leaving? Catch you later now. Have a computer fix. Have loads to catch up on, so everyone take care. Alright, see you later. Full of hope. Thanksgiving is a holiday. Countries, Thanksgiving should be a daily state of mind and spirit. I like that. Glad I caught you before the end of the live stream. Me too. I know you don't have Thanksgiving. Gives me really bad gas, but dang, I love the combo. Time to get day started. 8:35. Bye everyone. See you, Stella. Yum. Cornbread beef. Oh goodness. We don't celebrate. Alright, let me see what Full of Hope said. Did she say they don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day? Now, I can understand why. With the research I've done, I can truly understand why. Alright, looks like we are done, folks. Yep, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. That's it for me. I wanted to get to a stopping point. I got there. I'm gonna run and use the bathroom. And if you guys want to do drive time with me, we can do drive time today. Y'all just give me a minute to go use the restroom. Golly, I don't know where this came from, but I got to pee. All right, I'm back, and yes, I did wash my hands. I don't want to hear anybody talking about, oh, Roderick, you didn't go far enough and fast enough and long enough where you washed your hands. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. All right, so I at least gotta pack up enough so I can get out. I must be really trying to get the heck out of here, and I am. I haven't had a day off and y'all see, this is a day off for me. I got here, what, about 6:30. Here it is going on, what, 8:39? No, it's 9:30. So in 3 hours, I've done 1, 2, 3. I've done 4 rooms. I don't know anybody else that paints as fast or as efficient and as professional as me. I know that's a big pat on the doggone back, but I don't know anybody else who can do it. I really honestly don't. Second generation on my father's side. You expecting more riots? Yes, Gene, I'm getting both the. Uh-oh. Oh, Lord. That's what I like. Yep, I think I'm gonna enjoy the day with my wife today. Let's go and have a good old time. Gonna have a funky good time. I don't tend to go outside. I need to go get some gas. Now that's one thing I do need to do. Gonna take it home. Oh shit. Good Lord, why up? Y'all hold on a second. Hello. Good morning to you.
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Fine. It's been a while. I miss you.
You miss me?
Yeah.
That's so sweet. I appreciate it.
The last time you came to the house, I wasn't there.
Oh, that's right. You weren't there. I forgot you weren't there. That's right. You sure was not.
Yeah.
Huh? Everybody's doing well. Thank you for asking. How the kids doing? Good. What does he want me to help him do? Okay. What about it? Uh-huh. Is it the ceiling? Is it the ceiling or is it a wall? It's called drywall. All right. Is it the ceiling or is it the wall? Oh, okay. All right. Well, tell him when you talk to him. I won't be able to get to it until Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay. Yep. Tuesday, Wednesday. Now, just let him know I'll go by there and go see about it. But I forgot you. Yeah. Send me your tenant's name and number so I can call him. I'll run by there and look at it, and then I'll take care of it either Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay. All right. Thank you. You too. Thanks. Bye bye. Did you guys hear me? That was a green pine cone that apparently a squirrel was up there eating and dropped right on this truck. That bang that y'all heard, that was a pine cone. God, that scared me. It's like blow. Like, oh my goodness. So much going on here this morning. It's still full of hope from don't understanding Georgia food shortage really kick in. You were okay, so Kansas Terry, when the food shortage really kick in, are you worried they will make their way out to you? Oh, you're not asking me that. You know, I got some information about 2 or 3 weeks ago. A friend of mine called and was like, hey, I'm going quiet for a while because they're targeting prepper channels and they're gonna come get your stuff. Because I saw this one guy and they came and got his stuff and blah 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 blah. And I'm like this, y'all. If you're a prepper, if you're watching prepping, if you're doing a prepping channel, whatever you're doing, it's already too late because you're already on whatever list, if there's a list. You know? I don't think that they, and y'all know who I mean by they, I don't think they have the resources to be worried about little guys like us. You know, even somebody like Canadian Prepper who has 200-some thousand followers. I don't think that is the concern. And if you guys understand anything about anything, you know that there was always smoke and mirrors going on. Always. So I'm going to tell you guys this. Worry about the things that you can worry about. Focus on the things that you can focus on. And I know we have the worst streets in Virginia. I know that. So it's ridiculous driving them. Y'all imagine driving these streets every day and all this bumpity and hoopity hoppity hop. So I focus on the things you guys can control. You know, that's where I want. If I could give any message, focus on the things that you can control. The things that are out of your control, guess what? They're out of your control already anyway. So I hate to say don't worry about it, but don't worry about anybody coming to get your stuff and take your stuff. Now I'm not saying don't be prepared. All right. I'm not saying don't be prepared, but don't worry about that kind of stuff, y'all. Literally, because you know it is what it is. Yeah, I am just another gardener, nothing to see. And I look. Now that's actually a railroad right there. Like the neighbors, except for the garden. Yeah, I mean, and really, unless things like get to the point where you got rogue military going around knocking on doors, saying that they're military and they need your stuff and you know whatever. But you're talking about some after Armageddon type stuff. Rod, is this the same place you were remodeling about a week? No, this is a whole different place. Yeah, I'm done with that job. Well, I'm done with phase 1 with that job. I'm waiting for the floors and the cabinet guys to come in, and then I'm gonna put all her bathrooms together, do all her mirrors and towel racks and what else? I'm gonna do all her plumbing too. So faucets, all her toilets. So no, this is not the same place. I'm done with that job for now, and I'm gonna go back and finish it up for her whenever she says she's ready. Which is gonna be another payday for me. Yay. Not gonna be much though, because I've already hit her up pretty big for the first phase. Put your trust and faith in God. You will be provided for. To a certain extent, I believe that God gives you resources and talent and ability to see things for yourself and to start making provisions for yourself. But I do agree with that. But I do believe if you make one step, he makes two. I believe that's not scripture, but I believe that. And I believe that he blesses those that bless themselves. Okay? And I'll tell you this, the harder I work, the more blessed and the more lucky it seems like I get, and I am. They took stuff from people in Ukraine during the Holodomor. Of course, we still have to do our part. There you go. Watchman, something computer last days. I can't read that. It's too many. Y'all remember when I'm driving, please keep them to one-liners for me. Please, please, and thank you. So I think I'm gonna go home, get a shower, just so I can go out on the town with Jennifer. We're probably gonna go sweat today. I'm thinking about going to the beach. Thinking about going to rent a boat. If we rent a boat, we're gonna need a trolley motor. So I need to go find us a trolley motor somewhere. Maybe I can check on Craigslist and see if somebody got one. I don't really want to do that because it's gonna be hot on the water. Because those little boats that we rent that way, they don't have canopies, and I want something with a canopy if we're gonna be out on the water. It's really why I wanted a sailboat, so we can just go out and sail and just enjoy the water. But I wish I knew somebody with a sailboat so they could teach me. And then once a month or once every other month or once a quarter, I can be like, hey, let me rent the sailboat from you. And then we come up with some kind of agreement where, you know, I pay them to rent it because I really don't want to own a boat. Because I keep hearing in the back of my mind, the two proudest days of a boat owner are the day they buy it and the day they sell it. I keep hearing that in the back of my mind. Now, we get to the point where we, you know, some of this stuff we're investing in, it pays off, and we get this house out on the water, and we got the acreage, and got the animals, and got the farm, and got this and got that. Then, yeah, I can afford a boat then, and then I can put, you know, take it and keep it out of the water. A cat. Oh God, what did I just do? Okay, my question for Home Watching, what's your channel name? I'm pretty sure it's Auburn Watchman. He has a good channel too. He has a really good channel. I watched some of Watchman stuff, and it's crazy how, you know, it takes so many years. And that's what I keep telling myself. Hey, it takes so many years for your channel to really take off. And you got to go through, I mean, and unfortunately for me, I've had to go through so many changes. You know, because like I was talking about earlier, evolving, evolution. My life is always changing. And because this is more of a vlogging channel than anything, I had to change the name. I couldn't be plant-based homestead prepper anymore. Because even though I eat a plant-based lifestyle, that's not the focus right now. The focus right now is to get this currency to the point where we can invest in several things, and hopefully one of them will pop and pop big, and then we can move on. But in the meantime, I'm constantly working on, you know, looking and trying to find us a new place, another place. And now I'm really considering selling the house that we're in. I didn't think I'd be saying that, but I'm really considering selling it, especially while we can, you know. And then we can take that equity that's in the house and then put it towards something else. Because I'm trying to figure out if I want to really, I mean, just like, you know, that call I got a while ago. Husband called me, I ignored his call. Wife calls me, talk to her. They need me to come do some work at their rental property. You know, and now the good thing about me is I'll be able to do all of my work, all of my own work. I'll be able to do it. But is that something I really want to commit myself to, you know? Do I want to be the owner and the maintenance person of the property? Probably not. That's why owners hire me. For one, they don't have to worry about the headache, and then two, they don't have to worry about the headache of the tenants knowing that you're the owner. You know? So I am and there's several ways I can do it. I can always let my realtor manage my property, and I can be the maintenance, just the maintenance guy. They don't even know I have anything to do with it. I have subs. It seems I should have reached 1,000 a long time ago. How old is your channel, Watchman? I'm gonna tell you the hardest. Oh God, the hardest 500 to get is the second 500. It took me a lot of willing and dealing to get that second 500. I went to much larger channels, and I kind of manipulated the system a little bit, because I would do a super chat with them, and I'd be like, hey, thank you for all you do. We're trying to get to 1,000. And then that channel owner would shout out my channel, and we get a nice little 80 pop, 100 pop. Then we go down 20, and it took a while. It really did. And I was trying to do it as organic as possible, but I got frustrated because I needed to see 1,000. Now I'm gonna tell you that since we got into 1,000, we've been going backwards. We got as far as like almost 1,300, and then for the last 3-4 months it's just been going backwards. Minus this, minus that. I just get irritated about it now, but it's really funny to me now. It really truly is funny to me. Well, that's who I used to go to, Truth Warrior, and do super chats with. I don't really have a lot of time to watch PN1's channel anymore. Normally I'm really busy in the evenings now. That's why I don't do That's why I don't do evening chats anymore. Especially since June the 3rd, when I started my Bitcoin business. But now that that's kind of slowed up, and it's kind of on autopilot now, I got a little more time to look and do some other things. It's funny, my brother called me yesterday. He's like, hey man, I ain't talked to you in a while, blah blah blah. I was like, hey, what's up, bro? Before he got off the phone, he's like, hey man, you available for a webinar tonight? I said, I'll be at the church, but yeah, I can jump on. Okay, so I get on with these folks, and they really literally do not understand I'm in the studio. I'm like, yeah, I'm in the studio right now. Oh, Kansas Terry, you from Prepper Nurse 1 too? Wow, that's awesome. Hey, I need to go back on there and do some more super chats then. I found some good folks. And see, and out of respect for PN1's channel, and out of not getting trampled over, I don't do any lives during his time. You know, I will not do any lives during his time because that's you know, I think that's kind of disrespectful to come and, you know, take some subscribers from somebody else and then you try to do lives at the same time. That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know you guys were from PN1's channel. I thought all the folks that came over from PN1 had left. I really honestly did. But I appreciate you guys. I really do. Wow. Let me see here. I'm PN1 too. Full of Hope, you found me from PN1? Wow, you went to 600 and then started following. Maybe it's everybody. Maybe everybody, you know, has been following the last. And then YouTube is always changing things too. You know, one thing I will tell you guys that are trying to build your channel, do not buy subs. Okay, there are companies out there that you can buy subs and you'll get a pop. Do not do it. I'm telling you, do not do it. Do not do it. Do not do it. It will totally destroy your channel. Totally. I did it on my last channel, and that channel will not grow for jack now. Now, of course, I don't post over there either. That channel, if you guys care, that's Roderick Chappelle, my real name. And I was thinking about reactivating that channel again, but this one's just, you know. And then I had also thought about creating a new channel and just seeing how fast I can get it to 1,000 without doing all the extras. You know. But getting to 1,000 is only important to people who just want to say they have 1,000, because you're not gonna make any money. I mean, you're not gonna. You will initially if you got a nice little following. As soon as you put up your super chats and your super whatever, I can't remember what they call, super stickers. As soon as you do that, some of your followers gonna hit you up. You'll do a super chat on yourself just to see how it works. But I right now, I prefer if you guys did not please do not do super chats. Please do not do super stickers on this channel, because I'd rather you just send me a cash out. I would much rather you take whatever you're gonna send super chat, take half of it and just send it to me cash out. Because that's what I would end up getting anyway. Because they literally have been taking, and I haven't even taken a payout yet. I'm just letting it accumulate till it gets, you know, substantial. They send you this PIN number and password or whatever that you gotta go in and establish the account with. Miss a lot of hoops you gotta jump through. So I just been letting the money sit there, literally. And then you know, over the last 3 months, it's been well, I can't say it's been going down. Subscribers been going down, but on a channel our size, we've been averaging like $10 to $12 a month. And I got a little thing that shows me what our performance looks like over the last 28 days. Every day I can look at it. It's about $10 a month, which is cool. I mean, I am not complaining at all. Oh, turn super chats off. Good idea. Dadgummit. Thank you, Truth Warrior. I saw someone call Full of Hope on the chat last night. Oh yeah, YouTube goes through all the time when unsubscribe people. I've heard bigger channels that I'm following, you know, say the same thing. But I'm also watching some channels, like this one girl I follow. It took her like a year and a half to get to 1,000 subscribers. Then it took her like a month and a half to get to 10,000. And over the past year, this chick is almost at 100,000 subscribers. But she does content on building your YouTube channel, which is what are people on YouTube looking for if you're trying to build a YouTube channel? Things on how to build a YouTube channel. Wow, that can't be a natural thing to lose that many that quick. Oh, it wasn't me. Yeah. I don't know what you mean by lose. Call Full of Hope shout out last night. Tara, if you're still here, what is your channel been looking like? Cause I know you haven't been posting either. I would really like to see if you've been growing or not. Because Full of Hope, not Full of Hope, Homestead Hope of Terror, her content is strictly prepper content. So her stuff has probably been doing real well over the last 3 or 4 months. Her channel should be growing, even though she's not posting. And that's how you know you got a successful channel. If you go on hiatus for a while and you don't post, and your channel still grows, hey, I've heard of people who didn't touch their YouTube channel for like a year, and they came in, they had 50,000 subscribers, but then they started doing different content, and it destroyed their subs. So I've been hovering up and down right at 16. That's still growth though, because the last time I had checked on you was at 500. So that's still good growth for you not to have been posting. But like I said, you got some great videos over there. That's going to constantly, organically attract people. I have noticed that some purple channels have been subbed to not getting. Oh yeah, that's normal. And I'm subbed to a lot of channels, even channels that are not purple channels. I'm not getting notification for them either. I think what you got to do for your channels that you just absolutely love, and you love the content creators on those channels, you just got to check back often. And I think it helps to do lives if you're trying to build up your following. I think it helps. Even if you only do it once a week. Like Alma Watchman, you should consider doing a live, at least once a week. Tara definitely should do a live once a week. She don't want to show her face. You can always hide your camera. You can always, do other things. But Tara's voice is so professional and so soft and so silky and so smooth. I would just listen to you. I would just listen to you talk just to hear your voice. Seriously. Some people just got it, And then other people just work like crazy. Like me. This channel is just over a year old. Now we hit a year in July, August, so yeah. We're about a year and 2 months old. There are over 800 and something videos on this channel. And I know for a fact that everybody's not going to go in and watch all 800 videos. I already know that. And I use the shotgun approach, where it's like, ready, fire, aim, But I truly enjoy this. This is something I enjoy. I enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoy, doing lives. I enjoy letting you guys see me work. I enjoy all that. So because I enjoy it, it's not even work to me. This is, if I wasn't talking to you guys right now, you know what I'd be doing right now? I'd be listening to a video, learning something. And that's what I do with YouTube. I'm always, if I'm not creating, I'm consuming. But I learned this from, God, I cannot ever remember these people's names, because I watch a lot of bigger channels that teach you how to grow your channels. And they say you want to be more of a creator than a consumer. So I try to create just as much content as I consume. Here lately, I've been consuming a whole bunch. I'm so smooth, people slide right through me. Oh goodness, that's too funny. Thinking about the microgreens you discussed. Got the tables and the iodine supplements. And they want to be encouraged. I'm planning to start posting videos again very soon. I think that's going to be wise. People seem to want to be scared more. That's true. People do want to be scared. And the channels that talk more doom and gloom, they are growing like crazy, especially right now. And I watched Off-Grid Desert Farming with Paul and Adrian. I watched Paul and Adrian grow their channel. And it used to be a channel when they first started. We all kind of started together, and we were all right there neck and neck. As far as subscribers, they've always had about 500 to 1,000. Early on, they always had like 500 to 1,000 more subscribers than I had. But then they started talking Bible and end of the world and World War III and China's going to invade and Russia's going to invade. Their channel has grown by leaps and bounds. But last I heard from Paul, their channel had been demonetized. And Paul, if you're watching, I can tell you pretty much why. YouTube does not like you taking somebody else's content and posting it. So I see a lot of content that you post that's third party, and it might be Creative Commons. That's a keyword in YouTube that you want to research. If you want to post somebody else's content, you can do Creative Commons. But I stopped doing that because I would get a nasty note from YouTube every time I would do it, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna do that. Nope. Leaking into Pacific, it never stopped. Oh, Fukusuma. I don't know how to say that word. Everywhere was sold out. A really big bang. Start with a small bag at the first and see if you like it. Yeah, I missed whatever y'all was talking about. So hopefully when I get home, Jennifer went to go see her mom this morning. Hopefully she won't be over there all day. And if she is, that's cool. That'll give me some time to wash. So I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna throw my clothes in the washing machine, jump in the shower, and then get ready to roll. Because we're gonna go do something. We'll probably go get us some water. Oh, the Berkey came in, so I don't really have to worry about water anymore. I probably will go and stock up on water because our water stock is so low right now. Yeah, this will probably be our last few runs to Whole Foods. So we'll probably go to Whole Foods, go get some water, fill up maybe 3 containers. That'll give us 21 gallons right there. I think we're down to like 6 containers right now, and I believe we got 11, 12 in all. So yeah, we'll probably do that while we're out. I just want to have some fun today. That's all I want to do. Just want to have some fun. We've been stuck, and Jennifer's been in the house for since April, literally. And the only time she goes out is on Sundays when we go to church. That's the only time she leaves. Really got 2 Berkeys? Wow, yeah, I just got mine in yesterday. He pushed away more people than he could ever convert. Who did? Who pushed away more people? How many filters do you recommend? Yeah, that's a good question right there, Truth Warrior. How many filters do you recommend? Because I got 2 on standby, and I don't even. I mean, does it tell you when your filters go bad or what? Because I don't have a clue. I didn't read anything. I just opened it up and like, oh, this is pretty. I thought it'd be much bigger though. I really honestly thought that thing would be so much bigger. It's small. And I got the Royal. I thought it would be much bigger. But, hey, it took long enough to get here. And it took my wife calling them and threatening them. Crazy as I don't know what. Even though I spoke to the dude in July. And he assured me he would send me one in. So, whatever. It's just, it is whatever it is. You start telling people that we're going to hell. More crunch. You telling me? Are you saying I should start telling people that we're going to hell, and the channel will grow? Probably will. Just not my cup of tea right now, This is not that channel. Y'all remember I used to say that all the time? I used to say that all the time. This is not that channel. Mainly just because they disagree with your interpretation. What about pontoon boat? Some have camping, also have the travel. Oh, you got a travel Berkey? That's cool. So the boats that we rent that's close to us, they're more like we can rent canoes, which I wouldn't take a canoe out there in the bay, no. And they have are they called Carolina skiffs? They're pretty big. They're big enough to hold like 7 people. And when it's just 2 of y'all, that's cool enough. But I don't want to really be out in the sun like that. Mainly because we haven't gotten that kind of sun, And I don't want to come back with a sunburn either. So whatever we do, we may even go ride lions, which I don't really want to do that. If that's something Jennifer wants to do, I'll do it, but it's not something I really want to do. Thank you, Tara. Just added it to my Amazon cart. What the heck did you just add? My husband and I want a pontoon boat so bad. Tell me what you just added, because maybe it's something I need to order. Please and thank you. So we got about 10 more minutes, y'all, and then I'm going to get out. Get off of here. We're going to go and have some fun tonight. Gonna Wing Chun tonight. Everybody have fun tonight. Everybody Wing Chun tonight. I never understood what Wing Chun was. Can somebody tell me what Wing Chun is? Tara, I want to get the large bag of seeds you discussed on one of your videos. I must disagree. God's not his. Now I'm really lost. I'm so lost on the conversation. Mainly because I'm getting y'all's messages like every third or fourth one. So I apologize, but I am driving. A sprout gardening set, 4 shells, $22. Sprout. What does that do? That's so you can sprout seeds? Yeah, Tara's definitely the in-home gardener. Grab some Miracle Grow. Yeah, I've been refusing to put Miracle Grow in my stuff, but I guess in order for me to grow tomatoes, I guess I'm going to have to. I can't grow tomatoes, y'all. First year, I had so many tomatoes that were ridiculous. I guess I shouldn't have wasted all of them. I love a tomato though. Ugh. I love a tomato because I love guacamole. So Jennifer, oh that's right, Jennifer fixed me some guac last night. I don't have any chips though. I like chips with my guac. She's like, oh yeah, you can fix one of these chicken patties. You know, I know we eat the plant-based chicken. You can eat one of these chicken patties and put some guac on it. No. Chips and guac, hello. Maybe that's her coming back. My alarm just went off on my front. That's not to say that's Jennifer pulling up. That could be my neighbor doing something. Because every time they go outside, I get an alert. I was trying, so funny, I was trying to tell someone this morning, because they're like, hey Roderick, can you come by and put one of those, y'all know those when you go to the hotel and you flip that little thing over that, you know, secures the room. Anyway, she's like, I want you to come put one of those on my door. So I was like, send me a picture of your door. So instantly I knew that wasn't going to work for her because she's renting. So I was like, I don't think your landlord's going to want you to do that. Oh, you don't think so? Nah, I wouldn't want you drilling holes in my door. So what's the alternative? I was like, what are you ultimately trying to do? I'm trying to make sure I'm secure in the house when I'm home by myself. Okay. Go to Lowe's and get you it's called a master lock adjustable door bar. That is really the technical name. I like, go get you one of those. And then she's like, well, I want a ring. I'm like, okay, so ultimately, what are you trying to see? I always try to figure out what the person's doing when I'm, before I make suggestions. What are you ultimately trying to do? I'm trying to make sure I'm safe when I'm at home. That's not the way ring works, okay? Well, I think I should just get an alarm. What do you think? So this is my exact response. I think you should have levels of security. And I would recommend this to anybody. Have levels of security. Number one, make sure your door is secured with 3-inch screws. That's the easiest and cheapest way you can make sure your doors are secured. Number two, get you a master lock adjustable door bar and keep it on there when you're in the house. Number three, make sure you got some bang bangs, okay? Because the only thing the 3-inch screws are gonna do, the only thing that the door bar is gonna do is just give you time to get somewhere where you can protect yourself. That's all that stuff does. Because if somebody wants to come in your house, guess what? They're coming in. Period. If they got to tear down the wall, they gonna get in your house. That's just the way it is. And all the security should do. You should always have levels of security, and you should always be improving your situation as far as your security is concerned. I can grow tomatoes. I'm only organic. That's all I grow too. I grow organic too, chocolate. And this year has been rough for me, but it's my fault because I didn't cultivate and take care of my garden like I normally do, and I know that. So my garden this year is my problem, my fault. But yeah, I only grow organic. That's why I love just going out in my yard with my garden hose, spraying off my fruit and my figs and my apples and whatever, spraying them off and eat them right there on the spot. They taste so good that way, so delicious. And I'm hating that I didn't just put down all watermelons this year, because those few watermelons that I grew, they were small, but golly, they were good. They were so good, y'all. I love a watermelon. A watermelon is not safe around me. If you're a watermelon, I'm gonna eat you. Do a fall garden. I haven't had any success with my fall gardens. Every time I plant some fall stuff, it either don't grow or die or both. But maybe I'll do it this year. We'll see. But I need to do something different with my soil, because I tried to transfer from what I did 2 years ago, because I did cow manure like 3 years ago, and that was still good last year. And I transitioned, or at least I tried to transition to back to eating gardening. It didn't work for me this year. Good Lord, you got yellow watermelons? What the world? Paula Adrian sent me some watermelon seeds that these watermelons are supposed to grow to like 100 pounds. I haven't tried them yet, but maybe I will next year. I don't know. I really didn't want to do a whole bunch this year as far as the garden either, because we were looking for another house. You know? Weekend homework, plant a fall garden, anything. Okay, so tell me what's good things to plant for the fall. I know leafy greens are good most of the time for other folks. I can't get them to grow. Other than that, what else? Radishes. I grew them one year, but I don't even like radishes. I love carrots. Will carrots grow in the fall garden? So y'all tell me some things I can plant. 3 minutes. 3 minutes out. If that long. Maybe not even that. Maybe 2. And then we're gonna get out of here. Mix here it is. Mix 1 cup of vinegar, garlic, and onion juice with a teaspoon of dash of soap, like Dawn. Y'all keep telling me that. Maybe Auburn keeps telling me that, and I haven't done it yet. I will though. Let me take another snapshot of that. And 1 gallon of water and spray your plants. The ants will nibble and run. I plant carrots when the ground is frozen. Really? Wow, I didn't know carrots are that hard. Berkey to the cart. Ouch. You sure did. It was an ouch if you added a Berkey. What is it, about $350? Well, I guess it depends on which one you're buying to. Yeah, those Berkeys, they're not cheap. And I'm glad I finally got mine, because you know it's crazy. I'd already paid the card off and everything. They would hate the taste and run. All right, cool. Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, maybe I need a nap. I'm trying to get this project finished though. I'm gonna be over here tomorrow. I'll probably be over here tomorrow all day, and I'll probably go in about 4 o'clock, just so I can finish up in yellow, and then I can get started on white. Because I'm painting two colors. The walls are yellow, like yellow, off beige, something like that. Ceiling and trim's gonna be white, so I gotta get a start on painting ceilings tomorrow. Then I'll come in Sunday and do my trim and hopefully be done. I can relax Monday and then start my week all over again on Tuesday. And get PAID. Oh Lord. We've been live in the market for an hour. I hadn't checked anything. Hopefully I'm making money. Either way, I'm playing up and down. I'm more heavy to the upside. But I think the market's going to continue down. Tara, tell me where the SPY is right now, please, if you don't mind. So I know before I even look how much money I've lost. Because either way, I'm going to lose some money. Because I'm playing up and down. So it's either I've lost a little bit or I've lost a little bit more. Oh, plant microgreens. As far as I know, you have to chop your own onions. And what are you doing, dude? You're always outside. Hey, man. Always outside the street. You're supposed to be at school. 340. Damn. Oh, God. Minus 502. Something told me to sell my doggone options. Oh, well. I'm going to do that right now. It's over. Hopefully I get some money in it. Alright, no, still full of. Alright, guys. Thank y'all so much. Wait a minute, did you say 340? That might have put me in the money on my downside. Alright, thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Full of hope. I'm glad you're back. Thank you for coming back to us. Love each and every one of y'all. And we will see you guys probably later. I'll probably come in live when Jennifer and I are out doing something. We'll let you guys see what we're doing, okay? All right. Love y'all. Y'all be good. I hope I ain't lost all my money.